So today we carry on writing those expressions and substituting in once we've written our expressions. So we know that we've been told here that we're going to be writing 4 expressions. We always write our expressions using let statements because the let statements describe what the expression stands for. And we're only going to be using one variable. So first thing it tells us, Isabel has half as many pictures on her phone than Brittany does. So that means the first one that we don't know would be Brittany. So I'm going to say let P equal the number of pictures Brittany has. And then it tells us Isabel has half as many of those. Well, half tells me to divide by 2. Can't forget we're in 7th grade. We need to write that like with that fraction bar, meaning division. So P divided by 2 equals the number of pictures that Isabel has. And it says Capone has 51 more than Isabel. So we start with the number that Isabel has, which is P divided by 2. 51 more means we're going to add 51 to this. And that's the number of pictures Capone has. And then we know we're writing 4 expressions, and we know that they want to know how many they have all together. So all together means a total. I find a total by adding each one of these together. So I need to keep in mind each expression for each person's number of pictures. I'm going to add them all together. So that means I'm going to have let P, that's for Brittany, plus P divided by 2, that's how many Isabel has, plus P divided by 2 plus 51, that's how many Capone has. So you need all of those parts to show the total number of pictures. Okay, so we're in good shape. We have all 4 of our expressions written. We wrote each one of them using a let statement describing what the expression stands for. So the next thing we find out that Brittany has 210 pictures. How many did each person have? So that tells us that P equals 210. And I know that I wrote an expression for how many Brittany has, how many pictures Isabel has, and how many pictures Capone has. So the expressions for each person, Brittany had P, Isabel P divided by 2, and Capone P divided by 2 plus 51. I've been told that P equals 210, so I'm going to separate that information with a semicolon. P equals 210. I'm going to attach that to each of these, so my work is very, very clear. And now I'm going to substitute in. So Brittany is simply P, so that's 210 pictures. Next is Isabel, which is 210 divided by 2. Half of 200 is 100, half of 10 is 5, so that's 105 pictures. And then Capone, I substitute in for the P, and I've got 210 divided by 2 plus 51. I know 210 divided by 2 is 105, plus 51 is 156 pictures. Now, many of you are inclined right here to simply add these 3 numbers together to find the total. However, the reason you can't do that is you're specifically told to use the expression you wrote. So the expression that we wrote is P plus P divided by 2 plus P divided by 2, or half of P, that's what both of those mean, plus 51 equals, and what was our total? Oh, this is what we don't know. This is what we're finding out, sorry. So now I'm going to substitute in, let me erase that because I need a semicolon here. And we know that P equals 210. So every time I see a P, I write 210. My order of operations tells me to do the division first in order from left to right. So I know 210 divided by 2 is 105. I can just do both of those. Bring down the rest of my problem. These are all additions, so I'm actually going to add these a little bit out of order to make things easier for me. I am funneling down, as always, and I know that the total is 471 pictures.